The following broadcast is a presentation of the ND Sports Channel.
Oaks Tornadoes down 2-0 here to the Kindred Vikings. This is Michael Hall. Will pass it over far side there for Schaefer. Schaefer looks inside for Gavin Keller. Gavin Keller with the slam dunk. That pass inside of the lane was taken away by Fargo Davies. And another nice pass and a slam dunk. Grayson Heyman with the slam dunk in the JV game. Mabor, a perfect 4 for 4. And a slam dunk from Harney. Henningsgaard tries to cut through the lane. Outlet pass into the corner there for Heinitz. Back over to Henningsgaard, wide open for 3. Got it and one. Wow. Kaylee Jackson, three-pointer up, and no, that one won't go in. Tana Lick pulls down the deep offensive board. She'll put up a 3. That one's in, and we're tied. 16 fouls, and the pass is intercepted by Overby. Overby has an opportunity to dunk it. He nailed it, the two-handed throwdown. 41-37, 4:25 to go here as the Kindred Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. All right, welcome. We're here at the Betty Engelstad Arena, the Betty Engelstad Sioux Center, I should say. I guess if you want to be technical about it, Mike Mason with you here on the ND Sports Channel. Hope you're having a great afternoon. We are up in Grand Forks for the quarterfinal round of the State B basketball tournament, girls basketball tournament. And matchup number 1 of the day will feature the champions from Region 4, the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, and the champions from Region 1, the Kindred Vikings. Kindred Vikings coming in on an 11-game winning streak. The Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals coming in on a 20-game win streak as the Cardinals come out onto the basketball floor. We are courtside just to the left of the midcourt stripe. We're about 5 minutes away from the opening tip-off and all that good stuff. The last time the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals lost, you have to go all the way back to Saturday, December 8th. And they lost to another team that'll be in our second game of the state tournament, the Thompson Tommies, in double overtime, 48-44. That was the last time that the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals lost. They come in with an overall record of 21 wins and 2 losses, along with a 5-0 record against their region opponents, Region 4 District 8 opponents, I should say. 10-0 in their last 10 games. They were 9-1 when playing on the road, and they were 6-1 when playing at home this year. For the Kindred Vikings, 20 wins, 3 losses overall, 13-0 undefeated against Region 1 opponents. And the last time that they lost, you have to go back to January 12th against, guess who? The Thompson Tommies. The Thompson Tommies have beaten both Langdon area Edmore Munich and the Kindred Vikings, and both of them were overtime games. The Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinal game was a double overtime game loss to the Thompson Tommies. And the Kindred Vikings, well, it took 3 overtimes for the Thompson Tommies to knock out the Kindred Vikings. That was a 78-76 loss. And since that loss against Thompson, they've rattled off 11 in a row coming into the quarterfinal round of the State B basketball tournament. Once again, my name is Mike Mason here on the ND Sports Channel. We're about 3.5 minutes away from the opening announcements and all that good stuff, so we'll take, no, we will not take a timeout actually. We'll keep it right here on our pregame show as the Kindred Vikings will be in their blue outfits with white numbers, and their opponents, the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, will be in their white jerseys with maroon colored numbers outlined in white. The Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals are coached by head coach Rob Scher, and their leading scorers are Callie Ronigan, Caitlin Shear, and Morgan Freege. Caitlin averaging 18.2 points per game. Caitlin Shear, averaging just under 13 points a game. And Morgan Freege averaging just shy of 10 points a game here for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. For the Region 1 champion, the Kindred Vikings, their head coach is Sam Brent. And their leading scorers, Abby Dukeshire, won a state championship on the undefeated team from 2 years ago as a 7th grader. Now she is a freshman, and she leads her team in scoring with 22 points a game, followed by Taryn Johnson with 14 points a game, and Christina, or otherwise known as Tina Fryer, at just a little over 7 points per game. Abby Dukeshire also averages just shy of 8 rebounds a game. The Vikings shoot 45% from the field, 61% from the free throw line. They're averaging 60 points a game on offense and allowing about 39 points a game on defense. For the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, there we go. They shoot 43% from the floor, so just about 2 percentage points shy of what Kindred shoots from the floor, but they're a little bit better at the free throw line, shooting 72%. They also average 60.2. That's the exact same that Kindred averages on offense per game. While they're on defense, they allow about 33 points, so they allow about 6 points less than the Kindred Vikings per game over the season. We're about a minute and a half away. We'll take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we will have your opening announcements along with starting lineups and all that good stuff right here on the ND Sports Channel. Stay tuned.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
All right, welcome back. We'll join our PA announcer right now. Once again, Kindred in their blue jerseys, Langdon in their white jerseys today. Kindred on an 11-game winning streak, Langdon on a 20-game winning streak. If you rewind to both times these two teams lost, Langdon in double overtime to the Thompson Tommies, Kindred in triple overtime to the Thompson Tommies. And now the starting lineups for the Kindred Vikings. You got the 5'6" junior guard, Jordan Berner, the 6' freshman, number 5, Abby Dukeshire, the 5'9" freshman, number 12, Tina Fryer, the 5'10" senior, number 15, Michaela Heinrich, and the 6'1" freshman playing center, number 22, Taryn Johnson. They're actually going through the non-starters for the Kindred Vikings. Those would be number 3, Lexi Foss, 5'7" junior, 5'7" 8th grader Casey Berner, 5'7" freshman Mackenzie Ammerman, a 5'7" junior Maddie Oline, a 5'3" junior Olivia Abraham, a 5'11" freshman Jordan Sunram, a 5'3" junior Lacey Reese, and a 5'6" junior Josie Lundquist. So they just introduced Abby Dukeshire, before that Jordan Berner, and now the rest of your starters. Christina Fryer, a 5'9" freshman. Michaela Heinrich, a 5'10" senior. And Taryn Johnson, the freshman, standing 6'1". She is officially the tallest player on the roster, according to the numbers that I got in front of me here. So, and now the cheerleaders for the Langdon area Munich Cardinals, along with their mascot, will be introduced. Now they're non-starters for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. You got the 5'6" sophomore Gracie Christensen, the 5'3" freshman Marley Heddletwid, the 5'9" sophomore number 10 Dayton Porterfield. Once again, these are your non-starters. The 5'6" 7th grader Jaya Henderson, the 5'6" 8th grader Hallie Jabs, the 5'11" junior Kaylin Crockett, the 5'6" freshman Whitney Pankratz, the 5'6" 8th grader Olivia Christensen, the 5'5" freshman Taylor Lorenz, and the 5'11" 7th grader Cora Botting. It's a long A, I was told, so Botting. And now your starting lineups for Langdon. You got the 5'11" sophomore Lexi Olson. And then the 5'7" junior Caitlin Scher. You got Kaylee Lowry, a 5'10" sophomore. Then the 5'10" freshman Morgan Freege. And the 5'10" junior, Callie Ronigan. So once again, your starters for Langdon: Lexi Olson, Caitlin Scher, Kaylin Lowry, Morgan Freege, and Callie Ronigan. Your starters for the Kindred Vikings: Jordan Berner, Abby Dukeshire, Tina Fryer, Michaela Heinrich, and Taryn Johnson. We will keep it right here for the national anthem, and then we'll have your opening tip-off next here on the ND Sports Channel. All right, we're ready to rock and roll here. The Kindred Vikings in their blue jerseys with white letters and numerals will be going from right to left, as I see it here courtside. And the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals in their white jerseys with maroon numbers outlined in white will be going from left to right as I see it, sitting courtside just to the left side of the midcourt stripe. I cannot tell if I'm on the north, south, east, or west, but I might tell you this much. I know I'm on one of those four. And if the background noise with the music and the fans didn't tell you already, this is indeed the state tournament. Kindred got knocked out by Langdon in the consolation round last year after they got knocked out in the quarterfinals by a buzzer beater by Alexis Bentz in the quarterfinal round as they were looking to defend their state championship from 2 years ago. Last time Kindred won it, it was in Grand Forks just down the road here at the Alaris Center. Now we're up here a little bit north of that at the Betty Engelstad Sioux Center here on the campus of UND, and what a fantastic facility it is here as we are getting ready. Once again, your starters for Langdon: Lexi Olson, Caitlin Scher, Kaylee Lowry, Morgan Freegee, and Callie Ronigan. Your starters for the Kindred Vikings: Jordan Berner, Abby Dukeshire, Tina Fryer, Michaela Heinrich, and Taryn Johnson. Taryn Johnson will line up in the middle there with Callie Ronigan. Junior versus freshman. Ronigan the junior, Johnson the freshman. Official from the near sideline will walk down the midcourt stripe, and he will enter in, and the crowd cheers. The tip is up in the air, and it's won by the Langdon Cardinals into the hands of Morgan Freegee. Freegee, loose ball, and it gets tipped around up top, picked up by Ronigan. Ronigan will fire it into the near wing here for Caitlin Scher. Up top now around the horn, far side, that's Lowry. Lowry looked inside, and a nice feed down low. That's Morgan Freegee with the bucket, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Langdon Cardinals, who will be the home team on the scoreboard. And I need to hit a button here that I forgot to do earlier. And now that button is hit, and we're good to go. Taryn Johnson will tie it up underneath. Knotted up at 2-2. It's our first tie of the game. 0-0 does not count as a tie. Langdon with the ball at the top of the key. Lexi Olson now near wing. That is Kaylee Lowry. Lowry looks down low, and we have our first foul of the game. It comes at the 7:05 mark of the first quarter of play. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, including Quality Home Restorations, Game Time, the Fargo South Booster Club, North Fargo Softball, and our viewers for the generous donations. Going to the free throw line is Tina Fryer. Or check that, wrong roster, Morgan Freegee. And she'll miss that free throw. Second one's up and in, and it's a 3-2 lead here for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. The foul was on Michaela Heinrich, her first, team's first. Back the other way quickly, far side. That ball is partially blocked out of the hands of Michaela Heinrich, out of bounds. It'll be a baseline inbounds pass for the Kindred Vikings. Triggering that inbounds pass will be Jordan Berner. She'll fire it into Johnson, up top to Abby Dukeshire. Dukeshire back over to Berner. 4-3 off the front of the rim, won't go. Loose ball scooped up there by Abby Dukeshire. She comes back in high near side here. And now she'll fire it top of the key into the hands of Michaela Heinrich. Heinrich over to Jordan Berner. Berner has that pass intercepted. Now a loose ball on the floor, and it's picked up there by Callie Ronigan. Ronigan will get it up court there to Lexi Olson here on the near wing. Now they work it up top. That's Freegee. Freegee will give it up there to Lowry. Lowry will work it inside, and now back up top to Lexi Olson. Olson, high arcing pass over to the far wing into the hands of Caitlin Scher. Scher still with the basketball. She'll dribble up to the top of the key. Now fire it near wing. That's going to be Lowry. Lowry will fire it back up top, and it's tipped by Jordan Berner. Berner one-on-one. And into the lane and off the glass, and the Kindred Vikings take the lead at 4-3. Back the other way now. That is Caitlin Scher with the basketball. Near wing, now they work it down, cross the paint, a low block, a little too strong. Offensive rebound by Callie Ronigan, up and in. And it's 5-4, and the lead goes back to the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals as Abby Dukeshire has it high on the near side now. Fires it up top in between the circles for Fryer. Fryer gets it over to Berner. Back up top now, that is Michaela Heinrich. Heinrich trying to look down low there for Taryn Johnson, but it was tipped out of bounds by one of two Cardinals. I believe it was Kaylee Lowry. He'll stay with the Kindred Vikings, and we'll have a timeout on the floor. It's 5-4. The Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals lead the Kindred Vikings with 5:27 to go here in the first quarter of play. We'll take a short timeout, be back in 30 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel. The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. All right, welcome back. Betty Ingolstadt Sioux Center here at the on the campus of UND in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Mike Mason with you here on the ND Sports Channel. Online radio broadcast. We want to thank our sponsors, Equipment Quality Home Restorations, Game Time, the Fargo South Booster Club, North Fargo Softball, and our viewers for the generous donations, as well as the Hallstatt Telephone Company for their support of Hillsborough Central Valley sports this year. Of course, the Burros, they're going to be playing in the Region 2 tournament as the number 2 seed, right behind the Thompson Tommies, the only team in Region 2 they haven't beat yet this year. It's 5-4 in favor of the Cardinals here with 5:27 to go. Inbounds pass is tipped, intended for Taryn Johnson. Right back into the hands of Jordan Berner. Back to Taryn Johnson. Stolen away there by Lexi Olson and stolen right back by Abby Dukeshire. Dukeshire will slow things down in between the circles. 3 on the shot clock. Dukeshire drives down near side of the lane. It drops in and she gets fouled. Oh no, it's an offensive foul. Take the points off the board. It's an offensive foul on Abby Dukeshire. So the points will not go on the board. It's still 5-4. Okay, we got that scoreboard adjusted there. Langdon has the ball, top of the key. It's Ronigan. Ronigan, spin move at the high post. Maybe got away with a double dribble there. And now they're going to call a kick on Abby Dukeshire as the pass came out of the hands of Scheer over to Olson on the near wing. That'll stop the clock with 4:48 to go here in the first quarter of play. 15 to shoot on the shot clock. Triggering the inbounds pass from the near sideline here will be Lexi Olson. Olson will fire it into Ronigan. Ronigan being guarded there by Heinrich. And that whistle will draw a foul, but I didn't see who the foul's going to be on here. I believe it's going to be on Kindred. Lexi Foss, the 5'7" junior, will come in for Michaela Heinrich. Heinrich has 2 personal fouls now, and that inbounds pass draws an immediate whistle. And we'll give the ball back to the Kindred Vikings. Morgan Freege picks up her first, team's first. 5-4 in favor of the Kindred, or the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. That pass down the court over the head of Jordan Berner out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, and that will be turnover number 3 now for the Kindred Vikings. Only 1 for the Langdon Cardinals. Langdon AEM. They'll be known as the Cardinals from here on out. Unless I have the energy to say all those towns, and I will certainly do that. Scheer with the basketball here for the Cardinals. Works into the free throw line for Freegee. Freegee looks down low, and there was some contact underneath between 3 different players. Inbounds pass comes into the far wing. Now they'll push into the corner there for Scheer. Scheer drives in. That shot off the front of the rim. Loose ball rebound comes down to the hands of Tina Fryer. Fryer up court to Bernard. Right back to Fryer, and she lays it in. And the Vikings are up by 1 at 6-5. Tina Fryer with the basket, back the other way. Now it's Lowry driving to the baseline. Ball is tipped around, loose ball comes out to the far wing, and picking it up is Ronigan. Ronigan fakes left, goes right. Spin move at the mid post, and then dishes it out for the shot from Freegee, which is off the mark. 3:40 to go here in the first quarter of play. Pass inside is tipped around, stolen away by Tina Fryer. Fryer 2-on-1, back the other way, and it's blocked. A clean block by Callie Ronigan. Jordan Berner and Fryer were passing it back and forth on that 2-on-1, and Ronigan swatted that shot, and it stayed in bounds, and Langdon picked up the loose basketball. Turnover number 4 for the Kindred Vikings. But they do lead by 1 with 3:11 to go. And that will be turnover number 2 for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals as they tried to feed the ball down low there to Ronigan. And she lost it off her fingertips on the baseline. They'll stop the clock with 3:09 to go here. 6-5 in favor of the Kindred Vikings here on the ND Sports Channel in the quarterfinal round of the state basketball tournament. We have 2 undefeated teams in this tournament. Unfortunately, they will not meet in the championship game. The best that could happen is that they would meet in the semifinal tomorrow night. But still a lot of basketball to be played before that is determined. We've had a total of 3 lead changes and 1 tie, and we have another timeout on the floor. So with that said, we'll take a timeout as well. Kindred Vikings lead 6-5 over the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. Back after this on the ND Sports Channel. Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. All right, welcome back. Betty Engelstad Sioux Center here on the campus of UND, home of the Fighting Hawks. And it's the State B Girls quarterfinal round tournament. Right now, the Kindred Vikings lead the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals by the score of 6-5. Langdon took the lead first at 2-0. Kindred tied up at 2-2, and then they would, let's see here. I think I forgot to write down a note in my scorebook here. Langdon would take the lead on a free throw at 3-2, and then so we've had 1, 2, 3, 4. We've had 4 lead changes instead of 3 in 1 tie. So to reset, Langdon took the 2-0 lead. Kindred tied it at 2. And we'll get the rest of that here at the next break in action. I need to sort that one out. Inbounds pass from right in front of us here by Tina Fryer. Tipped and scooped up over on the far sideline there by Morgan Freegee. Freegee pushes it in the corner, catch and shoot. I believe that's a long 2. It's off the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Caitlin Scheer. Off the baseline, she puts it back up. Johnson as well as Freegee battling for that rebound, and a whistle will sound. And that will stop the clock with 2:45 to go here in the first period of play. That's the second on Morgan Freegee. That's the 3rd team foul in the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals as the Cardinals put on a half-court trap. They will feed it into the hands of Abby Duchscher, and she misses the layup as it rolls off the front of the rim. The rebound comes down into the hands of Caitlin Scheer. Scheer will bring it over the timeline with 2:25 to go, and she put it into the hands of Lowry, and Lowry couldn't control the pass. It goes into the Kindred bench for turnover number 3, and back to the Kindred Vikings. The basketball will go. Inbounding it from in front of her own bench will be the 5'9" freshman, Tina Fryer. Fryer into Dukeshire. And the Cardinals with some full court pressure here now on the Kindred Vikings. They get it over the timeline into the hands of Casey Burner. Casey Burner drives right down Main Street and has the shot blocked by Ronigan once again. Ronigan with their second block of the game. And back the other way quickly comes Caitlin Scher and the Cardinals. Scher will get it back here on the near wing. Fake the three, now works the ball up top, now over the far side, now down low into the mid post to Ronigan. Ronigan shot up, won't go, rebound tipped around, ends up in the hands of Taryn Johnson. Taryn Johnson will give it up there for Fryer. Fryer will bring it over the timeline. High on the far side. Kindred leading 6-5 with 1:43 and counting. That shot up no good. Rebound comes down to Kaylee Lowry. That shot off the baseline there by Fryer. Lowry will slowly bring it up over the timeline here. Put it into the hands of Lowry still had the ball, excuse me. Now Lowry will get it back after passing it away. Lowry will work it up top and get the ball right back. Now it's into the hands of Ronigan, straight away top of the key. Now she drives down the near side of the lane. Tried to put up a half hook shot there. That one won't go. Loose ball rebound comes down to Casey Burner. Burner passes it off to Tina Fryer. Fryer tried to get it into Dukeshire, but it was ripped away and stolen away there by, I believe that's Jaya Henderson. And it is. Jaya, a 5'6", 7th grader into the lineup here for the Cardinals. Nice look down low, and the Cardinals retake the lead. Ronigan with her second basket, and that makes it 7-6 in favor of the Cardinals. Shot up, no good. An offensive rebound by Casey Burner. They'll work it back out to Dukeshire. Foot on the line, long two. At least I thought her foot was on the line. Didn't go in, so it didn't matter. Back the other way, Caitlin Scher will bring it over the timeline. Pressured by Dukeshire at the midcourt stripe. Shot clock is off with 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. It's a 1-point lead for the Langdon area Munich Cardinals. Scher gives it back up top now. 10 seconds to go. Near wing, that's Henderson. Henderson being guarded by Lexi Foss. They'll get it to Ronigan. Ronigan pushes it into the corner there for Lowry. Top of the key. That shot was blocked by Abby Dukeshire. It was a three-point attempt, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter with your score. The Langdon area Munich Cardinals 7 and the Kindred Vikings 6. We'll take a timeout and be back in 60 seconds with the second quarter here on the ND Sports Channel.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in North Dakota so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
ND Sup All-Stars is a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Sup All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Sup All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109. Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment. All right, we're ready to go with the second quarter here. At the end of one, Langdon leads Kindred by 1, 7-6. Inbounds pass comes into Casey Burner for the Vikings, going from right to left. Burner lost it off her shoe and then got it to Jordan Burner, back to Casey Burner. Now Abby Dukeshire up top. At the free throw line, spinning around there is Casey Burner. That shot's up no good. Rebound comes down to Ronigan for the Langdon area Marine Cardinals. He'll push it up court to Lexi Olson. Olson dribbles down to the baseline. Free throw line jumper up and in. That is Kaylee Lowry with the bucket. And it's 9-6. And back the other way, Jordan Berner will lay it in. Or Taryn Johnson, excuse me. That was my bad. I saw the jersey number and I just wrote it in the wrong box. So it's 9-8 now in favor of the Langdon area Munich Cardinals. And a three from the top of the key, straightaway 19 off the front of the rim, but an offensive rebound right back into the hands of Cher. Cher into the rear wing now to Lexi Olson. Back up top to Cher. Cher fires it over the far wing for Henderson. They push it in the corner for Lowry. Now back up top there for Cher. Cher tried to work it down low for Ronigan. Ronigan fires it outside. Foot on the line, long two. That one is in and out. And Dukeshire pulls down the rebound. Trailing by one, a quick pass up the court to Jordan Berner, and she got it. Give the assist to Abby Dukeshire. 10-9. .6:13 to go here in the second quarter of play. That shot up no good. Back the other way now come the Kindred Vikings. You can kind of tell that it seems like they've used up a lot of their energy and now they're coming across that timeline a little bit sluggish, a little bit slower than what we're used to seeing from the Kindred Vikings. But one thing we're not used to not seeing is Abby Dukeshire scoring those easy buckets from 6, 7, 8 feet out. And she got one right there to give the Kindred Vikings a 12-9 lead. So the Cardinals now trail by 3. 5:37 to go here, second quarter of play. With the ball is Henderson. Henderson, pass tipped and intercepted by Abby Dukeshire. That's another turnover here for the Langdon area Munich Cardinals. Three is on the way, and that's in and out, won't go. That was out of the hands of Casey Berner from the near wing. Loose ball rebound will come down to Caitlin Cher. Cher will slowly cross the timeline. 5:15 to go here, second quarter of play. 12-9 in favor of the Kindred Vikings. On the near wing now, that is Henderson. Henderson drives into the free throw lane, and that one will not go. Off the glass and off the rim and into the hands of Abby Dukeshire. Dukeshire over the timeline now, 4:57 to go here, second quarter of play. 25 on the shot clock. Dukeshire dribbles over to the far side. Two substitutions on the way here. Nice pass from Dukeshire down low to Taryn Johnson. And with that shot and that bucket by Johnson, we'll have a timeout on the floor as Langdon area Munich wants to talk it over. They trail 14-9 here on the nice pass from Abby Dukeshire down to Taryn Johnson. And we'll keep it right here during the timeout. All right, so Langdon took the lead at 2-0, then Kindred tied it up at 2-2. And then Kindred took the lead at Langdon took the lead at 3-2 on a free throw. And then Kindred took the lead at 4-3. Langdon took the lead at 5-4. Kindred took the lead at 6-5. Langdon took the lead at 7-6. And then Kindred took the lead at, see here, 10-9, and they haven't given up the lead since then. And matter of fact, they have scored they've outscored Langdon 4-0 since that last lead change. 4 points for Callie Ronigan, 2 for Morgan Freege, and 2 for Kaylee Lowry. And then for the Kindred Vikings, Jordan Berner has 4, Abby Dukeshire has 2, Tina Fryer has 2, Taryn Johnson leading the way with 6 of the team's 14. And the state champions from 2 years ago looking so far so good. in the quarterfinal round here for the Kindred Vikings. Quickly up the court now, Lexi Olsen with the basketball, pops it out near wing for Callie Ronigan. Ronigan pushes it into the corner, 3 is up on the way. That one bounces around off the rim, and an offensive rebound turns into a wrestling match for the basketball. And will they finally call the jump? They will, and they'll favor the Langdon area Munich Cardinals. The possession arrow will go to the Cardinals. 4:28 remaining. Cardinal inbound pass from the baseline, near side of the hoop is tipped and intercepted by Abby Dukeshire. 4:21 and counting to go as Dukeshire brings it and has it poked away, but right into the hands of Tina Fryer. Fryer, 2 passes later, back into the hands of Dukeshire. She backs up in between the circles, looks into the high post for Taryn Johnson. Johnson backs up her defender and gets called for the travel. That was the right call. She handed off the pass there to Abby Dukeshire, but she was still moving her feet, and as a result, it'll be an inbounds pass for Lexi Olsen off the near sideline here, triggered into Ronigan. Ronigan back to Olsen, pressure, 3/4 court press now by the Kindred Vikings. Ronigan will get it over the timeline, run into that half-court trap, and it's intercepted by Abby Dukeshire. Dukeshire up court there to Tina Fryer, and that shot won't go. Dukeshire pulls down the offensive rebound underneath. The official got in my vision here, so I'm not sure what happened, but I believe it's a foul in the Langdon area Munich Cardinals. Caitlin Scher picks up her second, team foul number 4. Dukeshire gets the ball, now fires it, catch and shoot 3 from Burner out the near wing, and the rebound is in the hands of Ronigan. Down the court quickly there, it's Lexi Foss. That shot up won't go, and the shots have not been falling for Langdon until that one there. Kaylee Lowry gets the bucket and will go to the free throw line for an and one opportunity. Kindred, no attempts from the free throw line in that first quarter of play. Langdon was 1 of 2 in that first quarter. This is their first strip here in quarter number 2. It comes with 3:37 to go here in the second quarter of play. It's 14-11 now. I forgot to add that last bucket on the scoreboard there. Free throw's no good. Taryn Johnson pulls down the rebound. Gives it to Abby Dukeshire in the backcourt. She'll cross the timeline. Near corner, that's Jordan Burner. Now up top, that is Fryer. Fryer will dribble over to the far wing, now come back to the top of the key. Runs into a double team, the ball is swatted away. Caitlin Scher will pick it up. That's turnover number 10 now for the Kindred Vikings, but Langdon only doing one better at 9. 3:11 to go here, second quarter of play. Up top, it's Lexi Olsen, being guarded by Dukeshire. Olsen stutter steps to her right and then fires it off into the hands of Morgan Freegee. Freegee left, now goes right, gives it to Ronigan. Ronigan down low for Freegee. That shot won't go in. Loose ball rebound will eventually end up in the hands of Abby Dukeshire. Dukeshire over the timeline, gets it into Tina Fryer. Fryer works it down to the baseline for Heinrich, and Heinrich will have the ball poked away. He'll stay with the Kindred Vikings. Baseline inbounds pass on the far side of the hoop. We have a media timeout on the floor. That's a full timeout. We're back in 60 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. All right, welcome back. Coming out of the media timeout on the floor here. 2:45 to go here in the second quarter of play. And the Kindred Vikings lead the Langdon area Munich Cardinals by 3 by the score of 14-11. Once again, if I say the score and it doesn't match up with what's on your screen there, then what I say is correct. And that timeout thing is brand new. As you can see, if you're a regular watcher of our broadcast, we have a newly designed scoreboard, and I really, really like it. But I'm still getting used to the timeouts remaining thing. I'll take a look up at the scoreboard here. Langdon has 4 remaining. And Kindred has 3. Okay, we're just going to turn off the timeouts because for whatever reason, I cannot get that to work. So Langdon going from left to right. They have the basketball, trailing by 3 with 2:27 to go here in the second quarter. That's another turnover for the Langdon area Munich Cardinals. They'll get it up near sideline here from Michaela Heinrich. Heinrich will drop pass it to Abby Dukeshire, being guarded by Lexi Olsen. Dukeshire spins around, feeds it over there to the far wing for Tina Fryer. Fryer will have, I'm not sure if the ball was poked out of bounds or if she lost it, and it will remain with the Kindred Vikings. Inbounds pass comes up to Abby Dukeshire. Dukeshire top of the key, feeds in for Heinrich. Heinrich in the paint, can't get it to go. Ronigan, or check that, Lowry pulls down the rebound. They'll fire it out near side here for the 7th grader, Jaya Henderson. Henderson tried to feed it down to Ronigan. Ronigan had the ball tipped away. Dukeshire picks it up in the near corner, and then 2 passes later ends up in the hands of Heinrich. Heinrich, Fryer, travel. Yep. Heinrich tried to fire it to Fryer as she was cutting in down on the far side of the lane. Fryer was out on the far wing, and Heinrich picked up her dribble and took a couple steps forward as she was firing the pass, and that's what drew the travel. Minute 39 to go. That's another turnover for the Langdon area Munich Cardinals. A baseball pass over the fingertips of Morgan Frigi out of bounds. So inbounds pass will be triggered by Casey Berner, the 5'7" 8th grader for the Kindred Vikings. And a full court press here by the Langdon area Munich Cardinals with a minute 33 and counting to go. 30 on the shot clock. Berner in the backcourt brings it over the timeline. That's Casey Berner to be more specific. So to Jordan Berner, now Abby Dukeshire. High on the far side, 20 to shoot on the shot clock. There's exactly 60 seconds between game clock and shot clock. Near wing, it's Jordan Berner. Berner drives into the paint. That pass was partially blocked, and then the follow-up shot out of the hands of Heinrich did not hit anything. And now the 7th grader, Henderson, in the backcourt, gets it up court over the hands of Caitlin Scher out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Kindred Vikings. I'm running out of room in the turnover box here for both of these teams. I may have to just stop keeping track of that. Inbounds pass was swatted out of bounds by the Cardinals. It'll stay with the Kindred Vikings. 14-11 with a minute 1 to go here in the second quarter of play. Kindred with 3 timeouts, Cardinals with 4 timeouts. Inbounds pass is swatted into the hands of Callie Ronigan. The full court press is working here, and Ronigan puts it up and in. That's 6 points for Ronigan, and the Cardinals are within 1, and Sam Brandt wants a timeout. Kindred Vikings will talk it over as they have seen their opponent trim the lead to 1. 50.8 seconds remain. We're back in 30 on the ND Sports Channel. The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcasts of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. All right, welcome back. 14-13, 45 seconds to go here before halftime. The Vikings hanging on to a 1-point lead, trying to make that three, and down low to Abby Dukeshire for the deuce. Kale Heinrich will get credit for the assist. Now Langdon will work the ball into the hands of the 7th grader, Jaya Henderson. Henderson now to Lowry here on the near wing. Pass back over, tipped into the hands of Freegee. Freegee shot out the front of the rim, then it was punched out of bounds. I'm not even sure who punched that out of bounds. I could not see which arm that jersey, or which colored jersey the arm came out of. Let's put it that way. 16-13. And another foul on Casey Berner. That's what the call was. And that puts Ronigan at the free throw line. It's 16-13, and she hits the free throw, it was 16-15. She hit the free throw to tie it up. We're knotted up at 16 apiece now. Kindred Vikings, Heinrich over to Berner, 4-3. Far wing, it's in! Swish! And at the buzzer, that one will fall about 1.5 feet short. Casey Berner with the triple from the far wing makes it 19-16 as we go to halftime here. And we'll be back in a few minutes here after we add up some stats with your halftime numbers right here on the ND Sports Channel. Once again, your score, the Kindred Vikings 19, the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals 16. It's game 1 of the quarterfinal round of the State Class B girls basketball tournament here from the Betty Engelstad Sioux Center on the ND Sports Channel. Back in a moment.
You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores, every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In our first year and 4 months on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you a total of 407 games, and 377 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 377 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage if not for the sponsors who support our sports webcast. We ask that you please patronize and support the sponsors you hear about in this sports broadcast on the ND Sports Channel. Join us and put your business products and services in front of an average of 234 viewers per game. Let's team up.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in North Dakota so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
ND Softball All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Softball All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in North Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. All right, we're at halftime here. The Kindred Vikings on a three-pointer by Jordan Burner. I said Casey Burner. It was Jordan Burner. Gives the Vikings the lead at 19-16 after Langdon tied it up at 16-16. In that first half of play, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 7 lead changes and 2 ties. Let's see if that matches up with the official stat sheet. If they have that category on the official stat sheet. They do not, actually. So I guess that is officially unofficial. But in that first half of play, Kindred shot 36%, 9 of 25, 1 of 5 from behind the three-point arc for 20%, while Langdon shot 29%, 7 of 24, most of those inside the paint or right around the lane, too. They just couldn't get the shots to fall. 0 of 6 on three-pointer attempts, 2 of 4 from the free throw line for 50%. Kindred had no free throw attempts in that first half. Cardinals out-edged the Vikings by 1 in the rebound category, 15-14. 5 offensive, 10 defensive for the Kindred Vikings, while 4 offensive, 10 defensive for the 14 rebounds. Or check that, I flip-flopped, I apologize. 15 rebounds for the Cardinals, 5 and 10 offensive, defensive. 14 for the Vikings, 4 and 10 offensive, defensive. Assist, Kindred had 8, Langdon area Edmore Munich had 4. Steals, 7-6 in favor of Kindred. Blocks, 3-1 in favor of Langdon area Edmore Munich. And if I'm not mistaken, Callie Ronigan has all 3 of those blocks as I look at my individual score sheet, and that's exactly what I have down. Turnovers, 11-8. I had Langdon down for 12 turnovers, and I had Kindred down for 8. So that matches up with what I have, with the exception of that one difference for Langdon. Let's see here. Personal fouls, 5 for each team in that first half. And second chance points, Langdon Cardinals, let's put it that way, 4-0. And then points off turnovers, 4 for the Cardinals, 2 for the Vikings. Individual scoring, Jordan Berner leads with 7, followed by Taryn Johnson with 6, Abby Dukesher with 4, and Tina Fryer with 2 for the Kindred Vikings. For the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, they're led by Callie Ronigan with 9, followed by Kaylee Lowry with 4 and Morgan Freegee with 3. A low-scoring first half, but a good first half for both of these teams. As both teams are now out of the locker room, huddling up here. So we're about 17 seconds away from the start of the third quarter here on the ND Sports Channel. Once again, the Kindred Vikings lead the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals by the score of 19-6 off a three-pointer just before the halftime buzzer by Jordan Berner. And the three-quarter court shot by Langdon area Munich fell about 1.5 feet short. That would have potentially tied it up at halftime. Kindred basketball to start the third quarter of play. Jordan Berner will trigger the inbounds pass. Kindred in their blue jerseys with white letters and numerals going from left to right to start the second half of play. Once again, Langdon in their white jerseys going from right to left here in the second half. And we're underway with the third quarter of play as Berner will trigger the inbounds pass to Michaela Heinrich, and a body foul more than likely on Callie Ronigan as she tried to get in front of that pass. So we'll basically just start the third quarter over again with 2 seconds less to play. 7:58, inbounds pass this time goes into Tina Fryer. Fryer turns around, goes right to the hoop, and can't get it to go in. Offensive rebound for Heinrich, out to Dukesher, and she puts up the long 2. Yep, that was confirmed. It was 2, so she has 6 now, and the Vikings lead 21-16. Another turnover there as picking it up is Taryn Johnson to Heinrich over the timeline. Heinrich puts it in the corner for Jordan Berner. Back to Heinrich, and that'll be a foul this time by Morgan Freegee. If it is on her, it's her third. So Michaela Heinrich will go to the free throw line. First strip for the game for the Kindred Vikings to the free throw line. And the first one will bounce off the right side of the rim to the left side of the hoop. And the Vikings 0 for 0 in the first, 0 for 0 in the second, 0 for 1, and 0 for 2 now here, and the follow-up, Abby Dukeshire got the rebound off the missed free throw, and then she got fouled. So now Abby Dukeshire will go to the free throw line. Kaylee Lowry will pick up the personal foul. That's her first. Free throw by Dukeshire's up and in. She has 7 points now. 22-16. It's been all Kindred here in the second half. Second one's up and in, 23-16. 2 for 2 for Abby Dukeshire. She's the only player, with the exception of Callie Ronigan, to be perfect at the free throw line here in this game. Speaking of, Ronigan will bring it over the timeline, up to the top of the key, now dribble through defenders, put up the 12-foot shot just in front of the free throw line. She'll get an offensive rebound. That one's a little bit too strong, and the ball will go out of bounds, and it will stay with Langdon. So Olsen will trigger the inbounds pass up top. Ronigan for three, got it. Callie Ronigan is the first to enter in the double-digit club with 12. Back the other way now, the Vikings have the ball. It's Tina Fryer. Hands it off to Abby Dukeshire, who backs up in between the circles, now high on the far side. 20 to shoot on the shot clock. Top of the key, Heinrich, now near wing for Berner. Jordan Berner back up top for Fryer. Fryer fakes left, back out to Berner for three, won't go. Loose ball rebound, heading out of bounds, and picked up there by Fryer. Fryer to Heinrich in the corner. The pass into the paint was deflected, but then the Cardinal fell down, and that allowed the loose ball to go back to Kindred. Now Dukeshire fighting off the offensive rebound, gets it up and in. With that bucket, Dukeshire enters the double-digit club with 10, and it's a 25-19 lead here with 6:03 to go in the third quarter of play. Ronigan gets the loose ball, puts it up and off the glass. 25-21, 5:51 and counting to go here in the third quarter of play. Heinrich over on the far wing, hands it off for Fryer. Fryer puts it back down low for Heinrich. That pass tipped and ends up in the hands of Morgan Freege. Freege will hand it off to Ronigan in the backcourt, and Ronigan will slowly bring it up and over the timeline with 5:31 to go here in the third quarter of play. Game 1 of 4 in the quarterfinal round of the State Class B Girls Basketball Tournament here at the Betty Engelstad Sioux Center in Grand Forks on the campus of UND. Offensive shot, no good. Rebound to Abby Dukeshire. Dukeshire, bounce pass across the paint. Michaela Heinrich puts it up and in. (27-21) in favor of the Kindred Vikings. Free throw line gets the pass. It's Lowry up and off the glass. Lowry has 6, 27-23. It's a 4-point game. 4:48 and counting to go. Dukeshire trying to dribble through defenders in the backcourt. They'll push it. Oh, I don't know what Jordan Berner was thinking there. I think she thought her teammate was in the corner. She tossed it down into that far corner, and there was absolutely nobody there. There was no Kindred Vikings. There were no Langdon area Munich Cardinals. Just a couple of maybe, I think they're Kindred Vikings fans down on that end of the court. That was all that was down there. We have a media timeout on the floor. That gives us a chance to take a break as well, and we'll do so back in 30 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel.
NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search @NDScores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night.
right, welcome back. Betty Ingolstadt Sioux Center here on the campus of UND, home of the Fighting Hawks, and it's the quarterfinal round of the state Class B girls basketball tournament. Game 1 of 4 today features the Kindred Vikings and the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. Third quarter of play, 4:43 to go. And it is a 27-23 lead for the Kindred Vikings, 4-point lead. Inbounds pass will come into Ronigan. Ronigan, full court, three-quarter court press here by the Vikings. They'll get it into the hands of Lexi Olsen, brings it over the timeline, fires it far side to Freegee. Freegee back up top to Ronigan, who drives into the lane, to the hoop, and up and in! Ronigan with another bucket, pulls the Cardinals within 2. Vikings on the basketball now. Dabby Dukeshire here in the near corner. They lead by 2 with 4:14 and counting as Dukeshire gets the ball back after passing it away there to Lexi Foss. Now 2 passes later, ends up in the hands of Michaela Heinrich. Heinrich, pass intended there for Foss, is tipped out of bounds by Lexi Olsen. It'll be an inbounds pass from the near sideline, just about 5-6 feet to my right. And that'll be triggered by Casey Berner, the 5'7" 8th grader for the Kindred Vikings. Berner looking, gets it into Dukeshire. Dukeshire right in front of the timeline. Now looking for Jordan Berner down low. That was tipped out of bounds, last touch by one of 2 Cardinals. More than likely Lexi Olsen, and it'll stay with the Kindred Vikings. And triggering the inbounds pass from the baseline on the near side of the hoop is the 5'7" junior Lexi Foss. Foss tips it in, and it got tipped there, I'm not sure by who. And it somehow ended up in the hands of Jordan Berner, and she puts it up and in. Taryn Johnson, I don't know why I keep getting those 2 mixed up. Taryn Johnson, 29-25 is our score. Nice pass and nice shot. That was Ronigan to Lowry, across the paint. 29-27 as the basketball comes right in to our laptop here at the near court. And it will be Langdon, it'll be Cardinal basketball here. Triggering the inbounds pass is Lexi Olsen just to my left, fires it into Callie Ronigan. Ronigan up top being guarded by Dukeshire. She'll get around Dukeshire, and then a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Abby Dukeshire picks up her second. That's the first team foul of the second half here for the Vikings. That shot up no good. Johnson pulls down the rebound, then she gets fouled by either Lexi Olsen or Morgan Freegee. We'll see who they call it on. She's gonna have to be careful. That's her 4th personal, and that's team foul number 4 of the second half here for the Cardinals. Freegee will get a breather on the bench with 4 fouls, and the 7th grader Jaya Henderson will check into the lineup in her absence. Vikings have the ball. It's Lexi Foss. Now works it up top into the hands there of Casey Berner. Berner feeds it down low. I think that was Abby Dukeshire, and it was. 31-27, back to a 4-point lead with 3 minutes to go. They'll get it down to the hands of Caitlin Scher. Scher will dribble back up top, high in the near side, runs into Abby Dukeshire, now comes to her left. Ronigan feeds it down low for, couldn't see who that was. The official is standing in my way. And now a loose ball in the paint, and they'll call it jump ball, and the possession arrow will favor the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. And we have another media timeout on the floor, so we'll take one with them as well. We'll be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. In our first year and 4 months on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you a total of 407 games, and 377 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 377 games that would have had 0 broadcast coverage if not for the sponsors who support our sports webcast. We ask that you please patronize and support the sponsors you hear about in this sports broadcast on the ND Sports Channel. Join us and put your business products and services in front of an average of 234 viewers per game. Let's team up.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in North Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, apologize there. We had a couple of wrong buttons, and what do you know? We'll turn down that background noise there. Once again, any copyrighted music in the background of our broadcast, we do not own the rights to any of those songs, and that message forced upon us to be brought to you by our friends at YouTube. Langdon 21-2 on the year. Kindred 20-3. The last time both of these teams lost to the Thompson Tommies. Kindred by 2 in triple overtime. Langdon by 4 in double overtime. Kaylee Lowry gets the bucket there out of the timeout. Pulls the Cardinals back within 2, back the other way. It's a 4-point game once again. Jordan Berner gets the basket. Back the other way, Ronigan has it. Ball gets tapped, picked up by the 7th grader Henderson. Henderson to Ronigan over on the far wing, back up top to Henderson. Henderson with a bounce pass that was nearly stolen away. Pushed into the backcourt there by Jordan Berner. No over and back calls. Lexi Olsen will chase it, fire it into the corner for Caitlin Scher. Scher runs into a double team, pivoting around on her left foot, and a timeout by Robert Scher. Rob Scher calls a timeout to save the possession here for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here and thank a few of our sponsors, including the Game Time and Quality Home Restorations, along with North Fargo Softball, Fargo South Booster Club, Hallstatt Telephone Company for their support of Hillsborough Central Valley sports, and our viewers who have sent in donations. Viewers/today listener, but either way, we certainly appreciate it. It's 33-29. Here with 1:57 to go in the third quarter of play. 18 on the shot clock coming out of the Langdon timeout, and it'll be Langdon basketball. They will inbound it from, let's see here, the baseline on the near side. Triggering that inbounds pass will be Jaya Henderson. Stands 5'6" tall and is a 7th grader for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. Inbounds pass from Henderson is... official got in my way again, and I believe Abby Dukeshire swatted it, and then a few players dive to the floor, and that will draw the whistle. Jaya Henderson will get charged with a personal foul. Now give the ball to the Kindred Vikings. Full court press once again by the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals as Taryn Johnson will bring it over the timeline here for the Kindred Vikings with 1:47 to go. Passing it around 3-4 passes later, ends up top of the key there for Berner. Berner over to Berner. That was checked that Fryer to Berner. That was Jordan Berner into the lineup. Number 4. Ronigan has it now for the Cardinals off a steal. 1:27 and counting to go here. 24 on the shot clock. Ronigan working her way down to the baseline on the near side. Spins around off the mid block. Can't get the shot to go. The ball will bounce out of bounds and it'll stay with the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. Baseline inbounds pass will be triggered by Jaya Henderson from the near side of the basket here with a full fresh shot clock. And a nice pass inside to Lexi Olsen. Lexi Olsen gets the bucket off the inbounds pass, and that pulls the Cardinals back within 2. 33-31. Here comes Taryn Johnson. That shot up and in out of the hands of Tina Fryer. Assist to Taryn Johnson. 35-31. Just under a minute to go, and now we have a foul down at the other end. Back and forth basketball here. And, I mean, if you're not paying attention, it takes like 1 second for these two teams to get down to the other end of the court. Free throw line, and at the free throw line is Caitlin Scher, and she makes the first one. 35-32. Second free throw is on its way, and it's in. 2 for 2 for Caitlin Scher. 35-33. And that's the closest the Langdon area Munich Cardinals have been able to come, is that 2-point deficit. Right now, Dukeshire has the basketball on the far side. Now she'll dribble up in between the circles with 24 to shoot on the shot clock. 40 on the game clock. Shot is up from Dukeshire. 15-footer from the free throw line extended on the far side. .30 seconds to go. 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Make it more like 4 seconds. 37-33. Langdon will work it around into the hands of Lexi Olsen. Olsen had it tipped and saved it from going out of bounds. Saved it to the wrong person, Abby Dukeshire. Dukeshire goes to the hoop, puts it up. It drops in and one. Unbelievable play by Abby Dukeshire. She drove in from the near sideline down the near side of the lane, and she went up in the air and got pushed. And off balance in the air, she flings it up with her right hand, an underhand scoop shot, and it drops in. She'll go to the line to complete the three-point play, but unsuccessful on that one. I guess you can't get everything. 5 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Shot is up. That one won't go. Taryn Johnson posts on the rebound at the buzzer, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter with the Kindred Vikings scoring 20 in that third to bring us to a score 39-33. Langdon scoring 17. They got outscored by 3 in that third quarter. That pushes the halftime lead of 3-6 at the end of the third here for the Kindred Vikings. We'll take a short timeout. Be back in 30 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel. The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. All right, welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter here. 39-33 in favor of the Kindred Vikings. They'll push it into the near corner. That was Fryer. Gives it back to Dukeshire. Dukeshire into the free throw line. Works it down low for Jordan Berner. Taryn Johnson. Once again, I'm getting those two mixed up. 41-33. It's an 8-point lead. The closest the Cardinals have got is within 2. They've trimmed that lead down to 2 on several occasions in that third quarter, but they weren't able to keep it up, and we may have gotten knocked off the air there, but that's okay. Nope, we did not. That's awesome. Michaela Heinrich getting shoved into the near sideline here in order to keep her balance. Had to close the lid of my laptop here. And Dukeshire down at the other end will get a rebound. Now there's a foul. So Abby Dukeshire will go to the free throw line. 41-33 in favor of the Kindred Vikings. Dukeshire perfect 2 of 2 in the game so far. Make that 3 of 3, and she has 17 points on the night. 42-33. If she can make this free throw, her team will be up by 10. And that's a 10-point lead with 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Langdon area Edmore Munich in a little bit of trouble. They still got some time though, and that'll be a travel. That doesn't help causes at all. Another turnover here for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. Heinrich with the basketball, high post jumper on the far side of the lane, and that one bounced off the rim. Now a wrestling match for the ball, comes loose. Ronigan, and then from behind, Abby Dukes will get called for the reach-in foul. That's her third personal foul. Dukes will pressure Cher in the backcourt there. And the ball will be poked out of bounds by Jordan Berner, and it will stay with the Cardinals. And triggering the inbounds pass for a second time is Jaya Henderson. Henderson gets into the hands of Ronigan. Ronigan fires it near side here for Lowry. Lowry drives in, and she will draw the foul. Bucket did not go in. Had it, it would have counted, but she'll step up to the free throw line and try and get those 2 points the hard way. Free throws up in it by Kaylee Lowry. She has 11 now. 43-34. Second free throw will drop in. It's back to a single-digit lead at 8. 43-35, 6:25 to go. Vikings work it quickly down to the other end. Dukeshire to Jordan Berner, and I did not get that one mixed up this time. Jordan Berner enters the double-digit club with 11. 45-35, 6:13 to go. Ronigan in the paint, up and it won't go. It rolls off the backside of the rim, down into the hands of Michaela Heinrich, who fires it up court to Abby Dukeshire. Dukeshire across the paint, and that shot there by Berner off the front of the rim. Now they try and work it back down low, but it's turned over as Ronigan picks up the loose ball, and then they're gonna call a jump ball. So that possession arrow will favor the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. 5:55 to go here, 10-point game. Ronigan will bring it up over the timeline, being guarded by Dukeshire. Bounce pass there to Henderson. Henderson back to Ronigan. Ronigan looking down low, and it's intercepted by Michaela Heinrich. Heinrich back the other way, and that'll be a double dribble, I think. Heinrich wanted to pass it, and then realized that there was no teammates there. And as a result, she put the ball back to the floor, and she got called for the double dribble. (45-35), timeout on the floor. 5:41 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. I want to thank our sponsors, including Quality Home Restorations, as well as Game Time, the Fargo South Booster Club, North Fargo Softball, Halstead Telephone Company for their support of Hillsborough Central Valley sports this year, and our viewers for their generous donations as well. Of those sponsors that I just mentioned, if you can donate to them and or patronize their businesses with their purchasing their products or services when the need presents it, we would certainly appreciate that. And that unofficially links you to us, and we thank you for your support of high school sports here on the ND Sports Channel. All those sponsors that we mentioned have either given a financial gift or a equipment gift or some other type of gift to make the broadcasts what they are today here on the ND Sports Channel. Of course, online radio broadcast here of the North Dakota State Class B girls basketball tournament from the Betty Engelstad Sioux Center in Grand Forks on the campus of UND, home of the Fighting Hawks. Watch a handful of Fighting Hawks men's and girls games on TV, and it's the first time in 598 games that, or 597 games that I have had a chance to broadcast the game on either video or radio or audio here from this facility, and I absolutely love it. It's a great facility. Timeout on the floor has come to a conclusion. Langdon has the ball, trailing by 10 with 5:41 to go. 45-35 advantage Kindred. Half-court trap, and Heinrich will poke it away. 2-on-1 back the other way. Heinrich to Dukeshire. Dukeshire one dribble off the glass, up and in, and it's a 12-point lead for the Kindred Vikings as Dukeshire hits the 20-point mark in this basketball game. Another half-court trap, loose ball, struggle for it. Jump ball favors the Kindred Vikings. Jordan Burner with the inbounds pass. Gets it into officials in my way here. I think it's Tina Fryer. And it was. I guessed correctly. Now Heinrich will have it. Working in the corner there for Burner. Burner being guarded there by Lexi Olsen. Tried to drive baseline. Pops it back out into the hands of Tina Fryer, who lost it off her fingertips out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. 47-35. 5:04 to go. Still time here for the Cardinals, but they need to trim that lead quickly here. They need to get at least within 6 by the time we hit the 4-minute mark, if possible. Here's the three-pointer on the way, and it bounces in and out. And a defensive rebound pulled down by Tina Fryer. Fryer will get it to Dukeshire, and Dukeshire will cross the timeline. Dukeshire will slow down, allow her teammates to cross the timeline to get things set up. Now from the top of the key, Dukeshire will dribble to her left. Work it down low there, and underneath that is Taryn Johnson. Shot will not go, but she'll make a trip to the free throw line. That's team foul number 8 here in the second half for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. And Callie Ronigan will actually foul out of the game with 4:38 to go. She'll end the afternoon with 16 points. She did not score in the fourth quarter. Jaya Henderson will come in as Ronigan fouls out with 16 points at the 4:38 mark of the ball game. Taryn Johnson, free throw up and in. 48-35, and the lead is pushed to 13. This free throw here, if the dagger hasn't already come, the dagger just came just now. 14-point lead with 4.5 to go. I say dagger based upon the way the game has played out up to this point. But you never know, things could change. We'll see. Langdon will work it around. Baseline jumper up at the front of the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to Lexi Olsen here on the baseline, near corner. Bounce pass, catch and shoot three is up and off the, brushes the front of the net out of the hands of Caitlin Scher. It'll go out of bounds and stay with the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, stopping the clock with 4:11 to go here in quarter number 4. Triggering the inbounds pass will be, let's see here, Caitlin Scher. Still officials talking some things over here, and clock is stopped right now with 4:11 to go. Official talking with Kindred head coach Sam Brandt about something. I'm not exactly sure what. And now back to action here. Baseline inbounds pass for the Cardinals. Comes up and overshot, but luckily Henderson was there to pick up the loose ball. Now Scher on the near wing. Works it up top, down low. Poked away by Dukeshire into the hands of Henderson. Henderson tried to get it down low. The ball goes out of bounds. We have a whistle and I believe a foul. The two officials are going to get together to... And there's no foul on the play, but it'll stay with Langdon. So they were discussing who touched it last. So two officials had opposite views of the play. They both agreed that the ball goes to Langdon. Up top now, that's Freegee. Freegee will hand it off here for Scher. Scher will dribble to the right side, over into the far corner onto the baseline, and I believe Jordan Berner might get called for a blocking foul here, as I don't think her feet were set. Inbounds pass once again for Henderson. Comes into Scher over on the far wing. Scher works it inside there for Freegee, and Freegee got it up and in. That's her first point since the first quarter. 49-37. 3:37 to go. Down low to Heinrich. Reverse layup up and in. 51-37, 3:27 to go. And a timeout, I whistle. It's a foul, actually, not a timeout. Abby Dukeshire picks up her fourth. 3:23 to go. Dukeshire leading the way right now. I have her down for 20. They'll work the ball into the hands of Jordan Berner. Berner with a long two off the baseline, won't go. Ball is tipped out of bounds, should stay with Kindred. No, it does not. It goes back to Langdon, and you hear a roar from the Kindred fans there. They don't agree with that, and to be honest, I'm not sure if I do either. 3:09 to go, 51-37. Kindred will work the ball up top into the hands of Abby Dukeshire. Dukeshire will back up in between the circles over to Michaela Heinrich. Heinrich over to Fryer. Fryer on the far wing with 25 to shoot. Now she works it up top for Berner. Berner near side. Heinrich quickly inside there for Taryn Johnson. Spinning around on the low block. Shot up won't go. Rebound comes down to Morgan Freegee. Freegee will keep the ball and bring it up over the timeline with 2:45 to go. Freegee will take it all the way to the hoop. Freegee will miss it. Offensive board. Up and in. That's Kaylee Lowry. 51-39. Work the ball into the hands there. Jordan Berner. Berner down low. Heinrich. And that will not drop in. And Heinrich got her own rebound. Fires it out to the corner. Fryer may have gotten away with a travel. They'll work it up top to Abby Dukeshire. Dukeshire being guarded by Scher. Dukeshire over to Heinrich now. Heinrich over to Berner. That's Jordan Berner up top to Tina Fryer. Fryer drives down near side of the lane. Dishes it down low for Johnson. That one won't go. And a whistle and a foul, possibly on Morgan Freegee. If it is, no, check that. It's not a Kindred foul. It's Michaela Heinrich's fourth. And we have a timeout on the floor. It's a media timeout. We'll take one with them. Be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. ND Sup All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Sup All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Sup All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109. All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter of play, 2:06 to go. Adding up the numbers here. Let's see here, 11, 12, the Kindred Vikings have outscored the Langdon area Munich Cardinals 12-6 so far here in the fourth quarter, and the 20-game winning streak for the Cardinals is at high risk right now. Langdon needs to come up with a great game plan here for the final 2 minutes, 6 seconds of this one, to see if they can't cut down that deficit and make things interesting. They're without Callie Ronigan, who fouled out at the 4:38 mark. Morgan Freegee right now is playing with 4 fouls. Caitlin Scher has 2, and then 1 apiece for Kaylee Lowry, as well as Jaya Henderson. Out of the timeout, Morgan Frigie will be at the free throw line. And she made one, she'll get one. Morgan Frigie. Frigie's second free throw's up and in. Points with the clock stopped is the best way to come back, and now the deficit is back to 10 with 2 minutes to go. If they can just hold the Kindred Vikings from scoring and get a couple baskets here, they'll be right back in this with time to spare. But it's an uphill climb, there's no doubt about that. Passing around the perimeter there. Jordan Berner has the basketball, trying to dribble through 2 Langdon defenders, one of them being Lexi Olsen, the other one as she gets up is Caitlin Scher. Then they'll charge the foul to Scher. That'll be her third. That's 9 team fouls, so the next one will be double bonus for the Kindred Vikings. That one will drop in. 52-41 now. At the free throw line is Jordan Berner. With that free throw, she has 12. And now she has 13. She goes 2 for 2 from the line there. 53-41, a minute 45. It's now or never for Langdon. They'll work the ball into the hands of Morgan Frigie. Frigie will give it up for Scher. Scher in between the circles, drives down near side of the lane, cuts through 2 defenders, and it will not drop in. She did not get the friendly roll, and that is unfortunate because that was a good move and a good look at the basket, but it just didn't drop in. Out of bounds, and Kindred will get the ball back. Minute 30 to go now. With the basketball, Casey Berner gets over the timeline to Taryn Johnson. Johnson over to Dukeshire here on the near wing. Back up top for Taryn Johnson. Johnson looks to her left and now fires it to her left into the hands of Casey Berner. Berner tries to drive in. I believe she may have drawn a foul, and that's possibly on Lexi Olsen. That's her first. And that's 10. That should be 2 shots here for number 10, Casey Berner. First one up and in. Casey Berner has her first points of the night. And it's a 54-41 lead here for the Kindred Vikings, who, barring a outcome that we're not expecting here, will move on to the semifinals. Minute 13 and counting now as she'll miss the second free throw. Down at the other end, we'll have a whistle. It'll stop the clock with a minute 7. And Langdon will go to the line to shoot 2. Lexi Foss, the 5'7" junior, picks up her second personal. Frigie at the free throw line misses the first. Second one's on its way. That one will be missed as well. Offensive rebound by Caitlin Scher. Or check that. Yeah, it was Caitlin Scher. Wasn't sure about the first name. 3-pointer, top of the key, won't go. Underneath, offensive rebound. Lexi Olsen puts it up and in. So Frigie misses both free throws, but after a couple second chances, Lexi Olsen will get the 2 points. And the Kindred Vikings are 37 seconds away from the semifinals. 3-pointer up, Jordan Berner won't go. Rebound Lexi Foss. They'll work it back up top. Shot clock is off now off the offensive rebound. Dukeshire, 15 seconds to go. Dukeshire gets pushed down there by Caitlin Scher. No whistle, no foul called, and now a whistle will stop the clock with 11 seconds, and Abby Dukeshire gets up holding her left thigh. Hopefully she'll be okay. Casey Berner goes to the free throw line. She was 1 of 2 on her last trip. 54-43, make it 55. Substitutions now for Kindred. Casey Berner makes the first one, and the second one's on its way, and that one's off the mark. Offensive rebound by Abby Dukeshire. 8 seconds to go. Dukeshire gets fouled by Lexi Olsen. That'll send Dukeshire to the free throw line. Stopping the clock with 7.9 seconds to go. Dukeshire makes it. .56, and that one's off the mark. And 3 seconds to go, and another foul, this one on Caitlin Scher. That's her fourth. And Abby Dukeshire will go right back to the free throw line with 3.5 seconds to go. 56-43. 57-43. Dukeshire 1 of 2 on her last trip at the line. And she makes them both. 58-43 will be the final score. Kindred Vikings will move on to the semifinals of the State B Girls Basketball Tournament with a 58-43 victory over the Langdon Enmore Munich Cardinals. We'll add up some numbers and come back with a post-game show here in a little bit on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search @NDScores to get the same scores on your mobile device practice every night.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In our first year and 4 months on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you a total of 407 games, and 377 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 377 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage if not for the sponsors who support our sports webcast. We ask that you please patronize and support the sponsors you hear about in this sports broadcast on the ND Sports Channel. Join us and put your business products and services in front of an average of 234 viewers per game. Let's team up.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in North Dakota so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
ND Softball All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Softball All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in North Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. All right, we'll come out of that break a little bit early. Here is your final numbers as the Kindred Vikings move on, and they will play the winner of our next matchup between Shiloh Christian and the Thompson Tommies. And more on that here in a little bit. But first, your numbers, it was 7-6 in favor of the Kindred Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals at the end of the first quarter. Kindred outscored the Cardinals 13-9 in the second to bring us a halftime score of 19-16. They would outscore the Cardinals once again in the third 20-17 to bring us to a third quarter score of 39-33. And then in the final quarter of play, they would outscore them 19-10 to bring us to our final score of 58-43. Kindred shot 42% from the floor, 14% from behind the three-point arc, and 68% from the free throw line. Had a total of 28 rebounds, 12 offensive, 16 defensive. 14 assists, 12 steals, 3 blocks, 16 turnovers, 13 personal fouls. Points off the bench, 2. Second chance points, 4. Points off turnovers, 4. For the Cardinals, 30% from the field, 10% from the beyond the arc, and 66% from the free throw line. 28 rebounds, 12 offensive, 16 defensive, 10 assists, 9 steals, 4 blocks, 3 of those by Callie Ronigan. 17 turnovers, 18 personal fouls, or team fouls. Points off the bench, 43. Is that right? Let's see here. That's incorrect. Because I'm not sure where they got that number from, but that is a misprint there because, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, matter of fact, all 5 of their starters scored. So, okay, that actually is correct because nobody came in off the bench and scored points. All 43 points were scored by their 5 starters. So I guess they would consider that as the 5 starters coming off the bench at the start of the game. So I've never seen that happen before. So I'll have to ask a couple buddies of mine to get clarification on that. Second chance points 15 and points off turnovers 4. Individual scoring for the Kindred Vikings, they were led by Abby Dukeshire with 23, 14 for Taryn Johnson, 13 for Jordan Berner, 4 for Michaela Heinrich, 2 for Casey Berner, 2 for Christina Fryer. For the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, they were led by Callie Ronigan, who fouled out with 4:38 to go in the fourth quarter with 16 points. Played a total of 57 minutes in the game. Followed by Kaylee Lowry with 14, 7 for Morgan Freegee, and 4 for Lexi Olsen and 2 for Caitlin Scher. And that wraps up your numbers here for the Kindred Vikings, who move on to the semifinals with a 58-43 win over the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. Kindred will play the winner of Shiloh Christian and Thompson, and Langdon will play the loser of that same matchup, Shiloh Christian and Thompson. They're up next. We're going to go offline for about 5 minutes, get things set for that game, and tip-off for that game is just under 17 minutes from now. We'll be back with your pregame show coming up soon here on the ND Sports Channel. Thanks so much for watching.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the ND Sports Channel. Did you miss any of the game? Check out Game Rewind on our website at ndsportschannel.com.